Tyreek Hill signing with the Dallas Cowboys is not just another headline. It's a moment in NFL history that could redefine the future of the franchise. For a team steeped in tradition, glitz, and decades of championship expectations, this move feels seismic. The Dallas Cowboys have never shied away from bold moves, but this one, landing Tyreek Hill, arguably the most electrifying wide receiver in the NFL, is on another level. It signals a new era. It tells fans, players, coaches, and the rest of the league that the Cowboys are not just aiming for relevance, they're demanding dominance. Hill's signing is not just about stats or highlights, it's about impact. The moment he steps onto the field wearing the star, everything changes: the way defenses prepare, the way quarterbacks read coverages, the way fans watch every snap. His presence commands fear, respect, and attention. Defensive coordinators now have to design entire game plans just to contain one man. That's rare. That's special. That's Tyreek Hill. This move sends a clear message from Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office. We are all in. Looking at Hill's career, it's impossible to ignore the consistency of his greatness. From the moment he burst onto the scene in Kansas City, he's been a nightmare for defenses. His speed isn't just fast, it's historic. He's the kind of player who makes you hold your breath every time he touches the ball. With Patrick Mahomes, Hill showcased what happens when an elite quarterback and an elite receiver connect. Then with the Dolphins, he proved it wasn't just Mahomes. Like, even with a different quarterback, different system, and a new city, Hill continued to dominate. And that's what separates him. He's not system dependent. He's a system disruptor. His roots may look simple, but his acceleration, footwork, and awareness create mismatches on every down. And now he brings that same terrifying skill set to Dallas, a team that has long searched for a true game breaker to complement its offensive core. The Cowboys already have talent. CeeDee Lamb has emerged as a top-tier receiver. Tony Pollard, if still around, adds versatility out of the backfield. But with Hill, the equation changes. Suddenly, every offensive snap has explosive potential. Suddenly, the Cowboys don't just have a good offense, they have one of the most dangerous arsenals in the league. The contract itself is staggering. 5 years, $150 million with a massive signing bonus, and nearly $100 million guaranteed. That kind of money shows belief, not just in Hill's talent, but in his ability to transform the franchise. It's the kind of deal you don't give unless you believe a championship is within reach, and that's what this is about. The Cowboys have been close. They've flirted with contention, but they haven't been able to get over that hump since the 1990s. Every season seems to end with promise unfulfilled. This move is an attempt to break that cycle, to swing big, to say, enough is enough. We're not settling for good. We want greatness. And when you look at the landscape of the NFC, this move makes sense. The Eagles have been dominant. The 49ers are always dangerous, but adding Tyreek Hill might just tilt the balance. Few defenders in the NFC have the speed to stay with him. Yeah, few schemes can hold him back. With Hill on the outside and Lamb opposite him, or even lining up inside in certain packages, the Cowboys can now stretch the field vertically and horizontally. Safeties will be forced to play deeper. Corners will need help. That creates space underneath for tight ends, running backs, and even quarterback scrambles. The field opens up in ways Dallas hasn't seen in years. There's also the psychological impact. Signing Tyreek Hill brings an energy, a swagger that's been missing. Not just in the locker room, but in the fan base. Cowboys fans are among the most passionate in the league, but they've been burned too many times. Promising seasons, strong starts, painful endings. Adding a player like Hill injects hope, electricity, and belief. He's not just a weapon, he's a symbol. A reminder that the Cowboys aren't content with being good. They want to be legendary again. And Hill, despite his already legendary resume, has something to prove. He wants another ring. He wants to show he can carry a team on the biggest stage in the biggest games. Dallas offers him that spotlight, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, and if he delivers, his legacy will be cemented, not just as one of the fastest players ever, but one of the greatest. Of course, this move isn't without risk. Hill is now in his 30s. While his production hasn't slowed, age is always a factor, especially for players who rely on speed. One injury, one misstep, and things can change. The Cowboys are banking that Hill's conditioning, training, and football IQ will help him stay at the top. They're also trusting that he'll mesh with the locker room. Dallas has had its share of personalities, but it's crucial that Hill becomes a leader, not a distraction. Reports suggest Hill is focused, hungry, and ready to make this his team. And that's exactly what the Cowboys need. A player who leads by example, who shows up in the biggest moments, who demands excellence from himself and those around him. That kind of presence changes cultures. It forces players to raise their game. It forces coaches to innovate. It forces everyone to believe that something special is possible. The ripple effects go beyond the offense. With Hill commanding so much attention, the Cowboys defense gets some breathing room, fewer 3-and-outs, more time on the sidelines, and if the offense can jump out to early leads, pass rushers like Micah Parsons can go to work with freedom. Game scripts change, opponents are forced to play catch-up. That plays right into Dan Quinn's hands, or whoever's coordinating the defense. In essence, Hill doesn't just upgrade one side of the ball, he influences the entire identity of the team. He creates urgency in opponents. He dictates tempo. He flips the momentum. Few players can do that consistently. Tyreek Hill is one of them. From a business standpoint, the move is genius. Like, Hill's jersey sales are expected to skyrocket. National media coverage of the Cowboys will intensify. Primetime games, interviews, highlights. The NFL loves stars, and Dallas just added a supernova. For Jerry Jones, this is more than just football. It's legacy. He wants another championship. He wants another banner hanging in AT&T Stadium, and he knows the window is now. The league changes fast, our roster shift. Injuries happen, but when you have a chance to go all in, you take it. That's what this signing represents. A full commitment to winning. No more holding back. No more maybe next year. The time is now. The reaction has been thunderous, and social media exploded. Fans who were once skeptical are now optimistic. Analysts are debating whether this makes Dallas the team to beat. Some say it's too much money. Others say it's the piece they've been missing. But one thing is clear. Nobody is ignoring the Cowboys anymore. And that's exactly how they like it. The league thrives on storylines, and this one is juicy. Can Hill live up to the hype in Dallas? Can he maintain elite production? Will he and Lamb become the most feared receiver duo in the league? Can the offensive line hold up? Can Dak Prescott or any quarterback behind center maximize this opportunity? So many questions, so much anticipation, and every snap of the upcoming season will be under the microscope. But that's the beauty of football. There are no guarantees, just opportunities, and the Cowboys have given themselves a golden one. Hill's arrival marks a turning point. For years, the team has talked about potential. Now, they're betting big on results. Whether you love the Cowboys or love to hate them, you'll be watching, because with Tyreek Hill in the mix, every game has the potential to become a highlight reel. Every route could be the one that breaks the game open. Every play could be the one that defines a season. And for Cowboys Nation, that's the dream. To feel excitement again, to believe again, to stand on the edge of your seat, knowing that at any moment Tyreek Hill could take a slant, make one cut, and be gone. To know that this season things are different. This isn't just hype. This is history in the making. Tyreek Hill, a Cowboy. Let that sink in. Because whether it leads to glory or heartbreak, one thing's for sure. The journey will be unforgettable.